This video is for class 9th English literature. In this video, I will be explaining the second poem, and the name of the poem is The Cold Within. The poem Cold Within is divided into 8 stanzas. It gives us a useful message to the readers. In this poem, we see 6 human beings are trapped together by chance in extreme cold. Each one of them had a stick of wood in their hands. These sticks could help them to survive in the cold by burning it one by one. But sadly, no one was ready to give their stick because their hearts and minds were filled with hatred, jealousy, cruelty, etc. So all of them thought, why should I help? By giving the stick to the dying fire. Everyone had the grudge for each other. And at last, we see all the 6 of them died, having their sticks in their hands. So we see they all died not because of the cold outside, but by the cold which was within, that is, selfishness, greed, arrogance, and negative feelings for others. The poet is trying to tell us by this poem to be kind, generous, and helpful. We should not allow ourselves to be dictated by the cold within, which is self-destructive. 6 humans trapped by happenstance in bleak and bitter cold. Each one possessed a stick of wood, or so the story is told. Here we see 6 human beings got together by chance in a very bitter cold. In fact, 6 persons got together in a situation which seems to have been arranged even though it was accidental. They were sitting near the fire at some place in very bitter cold. Each one of them had a stick of wood in their hands. Their dying fire in need of logs, but the first one held hers back, for of the faces round the fire she noticed one was black. Here the poet is trying to tell us that the fire was dying for want of logs of wood, means the fire needed wood to burn. But here we see there was one lady who had the stick in her hand, and she was the lady. She did not want to give her stick because she saw that there was one person in the group who was black in color. She held back her stick and did not put it in the fire to keep the fire burning because she did not want to save the life of a black man. She suffered from racialism, selfishness, and narrow thinking. The next man, looking across the way, saw one not of his church and could not bring himself to give the fire his stick of birch. Here we see the second man noticed that one of them in the persons in the group did not belong to his religion. He could not persuade himself to give up his stick of wood to help a person of another religion. He decided not to help a person of different religion because he suffered from religious intolerance. The third one sat in tattered clothes. He gave his coat a hitch. Why should his log be put to use to warm the idle rich? Now we see the third man was very poor. He was in tattered clothes and he was filled with bitterness and envy for the rich. He thought it would be wrong to help the rich man who remained idle, so he decided to hold back his stick. So today I have explained first 4 stanzas of the poem. Now read this poem and do the assignment, which will be given to you through school app. I will explain last 4 stanzas of this poem in my next video.